the a priori algorithm and its implementation in data warehouse and mining. What is an a priori algorithm? It is an algorithm for mining the frequent item sets for the Boolean association rules. The item sets which are happening frequently in the various transactions and how the Boolean association rules are formed, and on those rules we check whether the item set is accepted or rejected at the end of this algorithm. A priori uses a bottom-up approach where the frequent subsets are extended one item at a time, which is known as a candidate generation, and the group of candidates are then tested against the data. Depending on the candidate and its support, we have to see how frequently the item set is present. Let's start with an example. This particular table has 5 transactions with a minimum support of 60% and the minimum confidence of 80%. Support and confidence in the end will help us to know how frequently the item set occurs in a particular transaction in this particular data set. As the support is given as 60%, we need to calculate the support value, which is calculated as support is equal to support divided by support plus confidence into the number of transactions, and we get the value as 2.14. So any support which has the value less than 2.14 will be rejected as we proceed further with our example. You will see the transaction table over here, and all these are the different item sets for which we need to calculate the support. So the first candidate is C1 and MONKEYDAUC. These are the various item sets that we found in our transaction table, and the support stands for number of time this particular item set occurs in those transactions. If you take an example of M, it is 1 over here, 2 and 3. So the support value for M is 3, which is written over here. You'll see for O, support value is again 3. It is 1. It happens in 3 transactions, so it is 3. For N is 2, and if you'll see for K, it is 5, as K happens to be present in all the 5 transactions 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So on and so forth, we calculate the support for each item set, and in the L1 we see the support value which is less than our support all have to be rejected. So 2.14 is the support that we found, so everything less than that has to be rejected for the next candidate transaction. So the highlighted portions are shown over here, they're deleted, and this is the new transaction table for our next level of candidate. So for C2, it is the combination of the previous L1 item sets, so MOKEY. Now C2 forms a combination of 2. So MO, MK, ME, MY, OK, and how many times these are present in our item sets have to find the support. So this is the support system that I got in MO, MK, how they are present in my transaction table. And again, we need to find the L2. In this support, whatever is less than 2.14 is rejected. So this is my rejected table, and I get the L2 support as like this. On this, you will see it is a combination of 2 item sets. So now candidate 3 will be the combination of 3. So the third item set, that is C3, will be MOK as the first. Then the combination of MKOE. So it will be MKOE, which is formed over here. MKE, MKY, and this is how it is formed, and we check whether these are present in what item sets transaction, and its support is shown over here. After we find out the candidate C3, we see its support. So less than 2.14 have to be rejected. So in the end, we are only left with O, K and E. So with this, we need to formulate our association rules. As O, K, E are 3 item sets, the association rules are O lies in K, E, support is 3, confidence is 3, that is support, divided by the total support it had in the first C1 candidature. So 3 upon 3 I get as 1. K lies O E. Support is 3 from here. So 3, what was the item set availability support in the beginning for C1? It was 5, so it is 0.6. E, K, O, 3. So E was present for support at the candidature C1, so 0.75. And the confidence percentage is 100, 60 and 75 with this association rule. We know that association rule has given us this percentage, and the minimum confidence which was given initially is 80%. As 80% is the minimum confidence, so anything less than 80 has to be rejected. So only this particular transaction for this a priori example is accepted, and these two, that is 60% and 75%, are rejected. This is one example to show a priori. Now let's take a second example. Now design association rules for a database which has 9 transactions, and the minimum support it is given to us is 2, and the minimum confidence given is 70%. This is the transaction table that I have. So I need to build the association rules on this transaction table. So these are the item sets. You will see the item sets are 1, 2, 5, 3 and 4. So total of 5 item sets I have, and I need to find out the support for these item sets. So first, candidate C1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the support value is calculated. So item 1 has a support value 7, so it appears 7 times in this transaction table. Item set 2 is 6, 3 is 6, 4 is 2 and 5 is 5. Support given to us is 2, so nothing is less than 2. So L1 has this support system, nothing is rejected, so all of them go for the second candidature item set transaction. So where the pairs will be formed, so it will be 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and its support has to be calculated. This is support which is given. If you see dash over here, this means 3 and 4 pair does not exist in my transaction table, and also 4 and 5. After I have found this support system, I need to go to L2, where anything less than 2 has to be rejected. So these 4 item sets are rejected, and this is my final table of L2. Here I've got a pair. Now I go to the third candidature, that is C3, where I need to combine these 2 item sets. So the combination will lead to 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 5, 1, 3, 5, so on and so forth. If you see, this is how it goes on. And from the initial transaction table, the support is calculated. Dash shows these particular item sets are not available in my transaction ID, so it is left as blank. And now we get L3 as these are the rejected pairs of item set. So finally I get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5 as support of 2. As I have 2 item sets, they can be combined together. For the C4, I take it to C4, but the support is 1, so it has to be rejected. So I go to my previous C3 to design my association rule. The association rule is 1 tending to 2, 3, 2 to 1, 3 union, 3 to 1, 2 union, and from the remaining, that is 1, 2 and 5, I get as 1 leading to 2, 5, 2 union of 1, 5, 5 union of 1 and 2, and the support of all is 2. As the support given is 2 and 7 is the support of 1 in my C1. So 2 divided by 7, I get 0.28, so percentage is 28. 2 divided by 6, support is here 2, and 6 is the number of time the 2 had a C1 support. It was 6, so it is 0.33, and further we calculate. So when we convert this into the confidence percentage, I get the first one gets 28%, 2 is 33, 33, 28, 33 and 40. The minimum confidence given at the beginning is 70%. Since all of them have less than the minimum confidence which is given, hence all the association rules are rejected. This is how the a priori algorithm helps us to find the minimum confidence. Thank you.